Urban areas, cities, towns, metropolises, call them what you will, though the larger percentage of these urban areas are large enough to house a diverse range of districts, neighborhoods, often characterized by their primary social uses, and their population short-term, perhaps daily migration. It's almost as if the largest urban centers in the late 19th century secreted impersonalized towns. I'm of course, obviously, referring to the suburbs. In this video, not just me, but we will explore more than one way on how the dynamics between the suburb and more urban areas secrete failure. Like I had just previously mentioned, these suburbs I keep talking about almost resemble towns. The suburbs differ from the well-known town, as instead of farmland expanses on all sides. Suburbs must border part or parts of the urban areas, while they can still border farmland requirement. To quote one very popular Guelph, the world has experienced a dynamic shift from traditional living arrangements to a more modern approach, regional habitation. To the clear understood regional habitation, the physical connection between suburbs and the city is one of the suburbs' main fatal flaws. Dividing a city in such ways where you would take the residential areas and border them against the most convenient parts of the downtown fundamentally restrict the city's full potential. With them just going along with this old way of doing things, it seems as if the endocrine glands of the urban planners fail to secrete, and most of the city is indoctrinated into believing the city itself has their best interests at heart. The heart does secrete hormones, so relying on the main city center for natural convenience is not the path that secretes an urban area's full potential. There are different modes of production of space, natural space, and social space. To directly quote one very popular Mr. Henry Lefebvre, first civilization, traces of the suburbs we know today that really came about in the 19th century always existed through residential areas. These cannot exist without residential areas, so the forcing of almost strictly residential areas in urban areas created for convenience goes against both natural and natural social space that we all create together. Suburbs were created to largely give the lower middle, upper middle, and lower middle and upper classes a sense of peace where they had resided with their family. Though if you know anything about peace, you would know that forcing it is completely futile. Just like space, peace should be a natural and inevitable human occurrence. It seems as if time goes on, the suburbs constructed have less and less space in between their dwellings, though I digress. The suburb divides residents in a much more physical way, as suburbs force people together and divide automobile-centric transportation. One very popular, Robert Putnam, beautifully put it, it is difficult to overstate the symbiosis between the automobile and the suburb. We went from a society of one car per household in 1969 to nearly 2 cars per household in 1999, even though the average household was shrinking over this period. First century urban planning not only take away from the beauty of urban areas, but the wonder of automobiles as well. These highways divide the cookie-cutter identical seeming suburbs from each other, and the city secretes the only effective form of transportation that can function in a suburb-dependent urban area. This form of gated urban secretes monotony in life and architecture, in which the brain's reaction is to secrete estrogen, which secretes an imbalance of hormones in the heart and brain only for your suburbed body to secrete depression. Secrete. 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 Please join my committee for my cause. only once we completely eradicate the suburbs through brute force and a collective will to change, only to shift our urban lives from the literal high-security black spot type prison that is the suburbs to completely, equally surrounded by every service and breed of land that an urban area can possibly offer, only once that, folks, can we only then secrete love.